Once we have Nessus downloaded, installed in our Kali machine, and the user account is created, so we're receiving our emails and activation code for Nessus Essentials, we are ready to run Nessus for the first time. To do that, we will need to type into the terminal or paste if you have the command at hand. We should have it like below this video, and after we type this command, we just hit enter, and it will ask us for the Kali user password, that is Kali lowercase, and we can hit authenticate or enter. Nothing happens apparently. However, in the background, a series of services were created and started, so we can use Nessus. The good news here is that Nessus operates with a graphical user interface that it works on a website, web application that is running inside our own virtual machine. To access it, we will need to open Firefox in this case and navigate to this address. Okay. Here, Kali in the address bar is our own machine, is the name of this same virtual machine. 8834 is the port where this application is operating. Basically, we can dive deeper on the port numbers and all that stuff in another later with another tool that we'll be using. But for now, what is important is that we are receiving a warning. Because basically the connection is not secure. This is because, one, we are using HTTPS, so we can encrypt the traffic between this application and any potential users, that in this case is ourselves. However, this could be also people in the same network, etc. The problem is that given that this application is operating in a local computer, it doesn't have a certificate that is validated by any authority beforehand or anything like that. That would be very complex for a local application using HTTPS. And in this case, or in general, when you are running your own applications in your own machines or in local networks, given that we trust this application, we can click advanced and accept the risk and continue. Once this happens, now we are greeted by the first time wizard for Nessus. In this case, we follow the steps. For this version, we can say continue. We don't need to register offline because we have internet access in this machine at the moment. And in our case, we are going to use Nessus Essentials, and we already have an activation code. So in this case, a good workflow to solve this is click register for Nessus Essentials, continue, and then we are again like asked for the same information we provided in the form in the website, but it's not needed because already have an activation code. Skip this step to enter it manually. So we skip this step, and basically here we put the activation code. The activation code should look something like this. You should have received an email when you put all of your information, and in this email you will have here like the actual activation code for your copy. So I'm gonna do this, and after I put the activation code, I will go to another window confirming, asking me for confirmation that I typed that very well. And after clicking continue, we'll have this window. Basically, we need to create now a user account for this Nessus instance, and I won't elaborate myself too much for this example. So I will put CG like my name, and any password will make the cut. Of course, if you are sharing this device with other people in a local network, for instance, or you believe that there are ways for others to have access to your copy, you can have better practices in terms of choosing a better, stronger password. Okay. Once we submit this, in this case, given that I'm the only person using this computer, this virtual machine, I will save this into Firefox, so it will be a little bit easier next time. And the waiting part, now Nessus will start downloading all the plugins and other components it will need to start for the first time. So we will give it some minutes, and after that we can go on with the process. And after 2-3 minutes, you will be greeted with this screen, and it will be still be compiling components, plugins, etc. And you won't be able yet to conduct a scan. To see the progress of this, you can click this updating kind of icon, and here you will see the status of this process. Once this is ready, it will take more minutes. We can go back to try to see better the interface and how to create new scans. And after 40-50 minutes, all the plugins were already downloaded and compiled and all other components. Then we have this screen. You can always click here in scans to see, to go to the home view, and you can see something like this. Okay, once we open Nessus, usually you will see the screen, very simple. Like there you can start just telling the software which IP address or domain you want to start a scan for. Here you can do things like for instance, this is the address of my router. So if I want to run a test there or any other IP address, maybe I would like to scan a range of IP addresses. So we can do things like this. 0, I don't know. So we can have a range of IP addresses here, or I can just do things like if I want to scan like my personal website, I can just put the domain of that website, and I will be probably scanning the entire server, like not only the website related parts, but any other service that Nessus detects that it works right there. So that's one way to start. And also it would be cool to see in general when we are in this main screen and we can just click create a new scan or new scan here, same option, and then we can see a more friendly or more complete battery of tests that Nessus is offering. First thing, there are a couple of them that will require us to upgrade our license. Here only the mobile device scan appears. However, if you scroll, there are a whole lot of tests that will require an upgraded license to run. But mostly these are for very specific use cases, very specific technologies, or to check compliance with the specific laws and good guidelines. For instance, if you are accepting credit card payments and stuff like that, that usually are not that required in the context of SAFETAG audits. Later will be dealing with a couple of these options. However, like spoiler alert, in my case, I really like to use, for instance, the advanced dynamic scan or the basic ones. Okay, basically the idea here is that Nessus will try to determine the technologies that these servers are using, and according to those technologies it will run a specific test. So it will, if it's a Windows machine, it will execute tests that are specifically designed to assess the security of Windows and machines and so on. But for now, we are good to go. If we are here, we are ready to start using this tool.